Hello everyone, welcome back. It's been a little while. The General is here, and we're going to talk about some differences between styles between people who are mostly Jiu-Jitsu players and people who compete, like competitive Jiu-Jitsu players. And I think, you can probably fire it off.
All right, so I was driving to our session this morning, and I was thinking, and whenever I drive to a training session that especially one that's as kind of like we know what we're doing today type thing, I'm not going to practice I wonder what coach is going to teach and stuff like that. But if I'm going to a training session, I usually come up with a plan, and that plan usually revolves around what we're going to do that day. Me and Jared, we're going to be competing against each other in our battles to the death. So just using what the format of the day is going to be, and I kind of come up with a plan. Maybe I want to work on something. If it's maybe a lighter session, or I'm going with maybe some lesser experienced people. I'm I want to work on this guard pass, this back take, so try to funnel the roll into that area. Or if I'm coming to win, I come with a plan to win, and okay, how am I going to beat them today type thing. And it just got me thinking, and I found this very interesting, and I'm assuming at least some of you will find it interesting, the difference in a rolling style between somebody who is really sport driven and somebody who's more martial art driven or of the art of jiu-jitsu driven. And Jared definitely falls into of the art of jiu-jitsu driven. But I roll with everybody. So I roll with all of our best competitors. I am definitely more sport driven. I just get a lot of enjoyment out of the sport of it. But I can appreciate obviously the art of it as well. And I noticed that when I was coming here with my plan for Jared, it didn't involve attacking Turtle, okay? And that is probably the number one thing in my game that I've been focused on right now is attacking Turtle. And the rationale behind it is I did a large focus on guard passing, and my guard passing leads to a chest-to-chest connection. And when the guard pass succeeds to a certain extent, but I fail to solidify the pass, it results with a sport competitor in the Turtle position. So I really wanted to make that an area of emphasis for me, right? To punish them for going to Turtle, so that way, I could take advantage of all quote unquote successful passing attempts. But that's not going to be in my game, Jared, because he doesn't view side control bottom as a bad position as a sport competitor would, right? A sport competitor would be damn, there's 3, and that 3 points, that could be the match, right? Whereas in your case, and jump in at any time, not only do you probably think, especially with me, side control is a safer position, but you're also dangerous from side control because there are attacking opportunities for you from that position. And I just it's something that's pretty simple, but I just found it I was whoa, huh? You usually automatically think the first thing you think is that somebody who's more art driven is going to be more submission based, and somebody who's more sport driven, they're certainly going to want their submissions, but they're going to you can tell they're going to be hunting the points as well. Rightfully so, to prepare for their sport. And then the second thing is usually the pace, right? A competitor kind of tends to roll on a more of a sprinted pace, sprint, relax, whereas someone who's more of the art may use some elements of that, but they're more relaxed generally because there is no time in their mind. But the one thing that and maybe you all think of it, and maybe I'm just the idiot here, but I just never thought of the dynamic between side control and Turtle, for those aspects. And those are 2 very prominent positions for me. So I was wow, this is cool.
Yeah, I think also the difference between the sport and the just kind of the self-defense-y jiu-jitsu side is like you said, it's the pacing, and it's also sort of in the competition side, it's more because there are the points and that you get specific points for being in specific positions. People think in blocks like that, where it's almost they're they're trying to cross a river and they're jumping from rock to rock, whereas if I'm just trying to not get killed by Mike and then maybe kill him in return, I don't really care as long as I'm not about to be killed. I can just kind of keep myself safe while heading out, right? Keep myself safe while waiting for him to give me something I can take.
Dude, you just killed it. Look, all right, you're the river, and I'm the guy trying to pass the river because I got to get from stone to stone safely, and that completely dude, our game this completely works great for our game because my subs maybe I catch one from the outside somewhere, an arm lock, a guillotine or something rare, but my subs generally come from the back, which means I have to cross the whole river. I've got to get you down, past your guard, deal with the side control, work the mount to try to expose the back, and then on the back, you know, then that's where I got to go get my kill. And if at any point in time I lose it, you sweep me away. Whereas you're the river, like in any of those positions, you can drown me, you know? Yeah, that, man. I don't know, maybe I'm on something.
I mean, no comment. All right, well, yeah, you know, give us some comments. Let us know what you think about that. You know, our pontificating. But thanks for watching. Do the liking and the subscribing. Hit the
Bell.
and
Come down and train.
all right, ready?